but I'd like to ask you specifically about the impact of the growth of the online marketplace. You've had Lazada coming in, you have Shopee coming in, and all these, you're looking at all these things coming from other countries like China. For example, I got my tie for 100 pesos.
He's so proud of that.
Oo nga. Marami na siyang tie actually ganyan.
Lazada and Alibaba.
Yes.
Yeah, all these things. Talk to us about the numbers. What's the impact, if you can, in numbers, on our local companies and how they're coping with the influx of all these products?
Okay. Actually, those new e-commerce platforms are somehow beneficial to the SMEs. You know, it's easy for them to get into business with no high rentals. Magbenta sila sa malls and all that. So, in a way, may mga pros and cons, of course. Ang matatamaan, of course, the retail companies. But also with the retail trade, we want it liberalized and more competition to come in. So the retailers can handle it well. But Filipinos would always love to shop anyway and go to the mall. So despite the presence of mga e-commerce platform, you see a lot of malls still filled up. But what we notice, however, is proliferation of many malls. In other words, hindi na yung distance nila to the next mall is so near. Kaya minsan merong mga malls na medyo bakante rin, medyo empty rin. No? But that's because of yung density already. But people with, Filipinos with the hot climate and all that would still be going to the malls, so one thing sure. But nevertheless, we notice really a lot of, an increasing trend in buying online. So, I have
Logistics is not a problem because
in fact, it has helped a lot of business and logistics. Yung mga fulfillment.
but that's within Metro Manila. But for example, you're ordering something from, say, Mindanao. I mean, problema pa rin yun eh,
problema, di ba? But parating may paraan yung problema eh. Kunwari ito yung logistics nga, we just had the logistics summit also. They have coped up with the requirements of this e-commerce. In other words, dumami yung mga, of course, nagka-shortage ngayon ng mga drivers and lahat ng mga magdi-deliver. Whether you see the deliveries now, we were surprised. They're not even in motorcycle or grab delivery. Nakabisikleta pa. So, lahat yan, and that's hanap buhay na. Livelihood na yan dun sa tao na yan. So, it's creating more jobs. These are what we're saying, new job opportunities that are coming out.
Balikan ko lang yung tanong ni Ed. No? And I think that's a fair point. On the one hand, yes, you have people like Ed, my daughter, our children na bumibili from abroad. But at the same time, there are people now, entrepreneurs from the Philippines also who has the world as their oyster.
Correct.
And they're selling. But so, on balance, and at the end of it, is it a net win for our economy, or is it a net loss? I mean, when we take, there will be winners and losers, but what is it at the end? Is it a net win for us already right now?
Of course, it's a net win. You can see naman the growth rate. We still continue despite the growth of the e-commerce. Consumption spending is there. Manufacturing is still growing to the tune of 4 to 5%. So it's just another way of selling. In other words, hindi physical sa mall, but online. So it's an added medium.
It's just a storefront.
Na online siya. So, and the delivery, it created new industries in terms of logistics and delivery. So it's creating jobs, and the income made there is part of the GDP rent. So in the end, you will see the net effect. If the growth rate is still like 5-6% or eventually 7%, then positive yan, net win.